The team comes onto the field here at Doak Campbell Stadium. Welcome everyone to ESPN College Football, presented by Vizio. Under a benevolent sky, a beautiful field. It's an ACC tilt between Louisville at 4-3 and the 2-3 Seminoles. A pivotal game for both these teams for different reasons. So eligible, Florida State has been in the bowl game for 36 consecutive seasons, so a lot at stake here for Florida State, trying to get back into some winning way. First down and 10 from the 25. Hand off to Bonifant on first down. Groomed for the position in South Florida for a long time. Second and 1. Bonifant. Florida State recruited him as a quarterback as well as a defensive back. Jackson pulls the trigger in a flick of the wrist. Another first down out near.
Reminds me very much of Michael Vick.
332 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last year against the Seminoles. Manning Passing Academy this summer. Hands it off between the tackles again down. And of course, still a number of good quarterback runs in the playbook for Jackson.
Hey, don't be fooled. The passing is great, but if they want to get him on the edge, on the perimeter, they have lots of ways to do it so he can show you his running skills.
4 on the play clock. And as we say that, the Magic Man goes to work. Jackson with a first from the 22. Jackson out of the shotgun. Keeps it himself. Got a nice block. Hello, Lamar Jackson. Touchdown Cards. Got a good block on the edge from Javonte Bagley, number 88, is wide out. And that's his 11th rushing touchdown of the season.
Yeah, nothing fancy. You know, you mentioned it, a good block. You pull your backside tight end, give you a little help out there after they little zone read it inside. And they're undernumbered out there. Florida State short a guy. No one in position to handle Jackson. 2 big runs by him on that drive.
Doesn't take much, just a touch. So in a blink of an eye, the most dynamic player in college football has his team out in front. From the 4-yard line on the return, Florida State. That's Derwin James, James Blackman, the true freshman for Florida State, at the helm. Hands it off to John. Well admired by Bobby Petrino, remembered him at the time. Cam Akers out of the backfield, makes the catch at the 20. And Akers picks up a first down for the Seminoles.
And don't let the defense tee off on him.
First down from the 35, a little play action. Blackman has a man down to the 28-yard line. Murray with the reception and a first down.
Yeah, another first down play by Jimbo Fisher to take pressure off Blackman. Just a long crossing route. Murray coming all the way across the field behind the linebackers in front of the safeties, and he just drops it in nicely to him. That's well done. Make it easy for him.
Antonio Holmes and Fred Taylor amongst others. Hand off into the boundary. This is Akers. Akers staying on his feet. When he makes it just shy of the 20-yard line. Second down and 2. That's Akers plowing forward. Looks like he picked up enough for the first down.
Passing, your whole deal now is we're going to commit to stopping the run.
They were demoralized. This is Patrick again. That time they wrap him up and make the stop. Yet Izzo sets to the left. The give is between the tackles again. Patrick.
And they might get it done here.
Izzo in motion. Going to blow the play dead. And Blackman, the quarterback, the guy that...
Prior to the snap, false start, offense number 54, 5-yard penalty.
You got tough quarterbacks who apparently like it.
First and goal. Run to the right side of that offensive line. That was Patrick again. Blackman looking into the end zone. Wide open, touchdown, Florida State. Izzo with the catch.
They took Izzo and moved him from his tight end spot out to the wide receiver spot and let him short motion inside, and he just got lost. No one picked him up as he cut back outside. Well-designed play.
Izzo with his second touchdown catch of the season, the fourth of his career. And what a great answer for the Seminoles offensively. For a team that struggled offensively. Tied at 7. And it goes out of bounds, and Cardinals will get a first down from the 35. Let's go back to Adnan.
Yeah.
Wow.
They both have big wins.
Lamar Jackson on his second offensive series. Pass dropped on. And of course, Clemson took the big hit last week against Syracuse. Syracuse is against
as running backs, but he's learning how to finish runs, how to run smaller. He's 6'3", so it takes a little bit for him to get behind his pads.
Third down and 7.
Hey, that guy right there, Derwin James, in position to make something happen.
They bring a little pressure on Jackson, and he overthrows his intent. He suffered in the previous game against Charleston Southern. So this is one he's had circled on his calendar for a year. They brought some heat and almost got to the punter, Mason King. And they get a favorable bounce down to the 10. Darius McFadden on. Florida State got a touchdown, moved it down the field on their opening drive. Blackman hands it off to Patrick. And Patrick
was accurate last week against Duke, 18 for 21.
Yeah, he's been good down the stretch of the last 2 games. Seminoles running it again. Out to the
situation for him, 3rd and 2.
Little play action, they're going to throw it. Wide open at the 35, Izzo. And a first down, Florida State into Louisville territory at the 47.
Louisville has forgotten that Izzo is on the field. He is an outstanding tight end. He can block, he can catch. They're just running a lot of crosses with him, delays, and no one notices his release. This is the second time we've seen him running completely free. He just drags across the field in front of his quarterback's face. No one saw him at all.
Moving the ball well offensively. Almost intercepted of playing for Jimbo Fisher, who's put 4 quarterbacks in the NFL in the last decade. On 2nd and 10, throws a
or 2-man route, something to make sure that you don't get him knocked around.
Given time, Blackman delivers, but it's a nose down punt by Logan Tyler. A complete comeback through his rehabilitation. Reggie Bonifant with the carry, picks up a couple of yards. 2 guys played well. 2nd and 8. Jackson keeps it himself. Derwin James pushing him out. This is Bonifant between the tackles out to the 38.
Well, I think it was that and the fact that they struggled at the end of last season.
Over the middle, throws a dart complete to his tight end, and a first. Jackson keeps it on the option down to the 32.
Petrino did the right thing there.
Sure did. Brought home the Heisman for the first time to Louisville. No one going for Jackson this time, though. No escaping that 37-yard line.
They're not afraid to run him.
That's what they do, Rod. But this time bottled up.
Control of this game.
They're 8 of 14 on 4th down this year. Jackson behind his receiver, incomplete, and a flag thrown on the play, but it may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage.
But Taylor was there early, but you're right. If that thing is tipped, they'll pick up that flag.
Yeah, that negates the pass interference flag.
There is no foul for pass interference. The ball is tipped.
Yep,
First
there's
down,
the tip.
Florida State.
So the Seminoles get a win defensively. And now it's the true freshman James Blackman hands it off to Cam Akers. Akers with some tough running about again.
According to our Heismanologist Joe Tessitore.
On 2nd and 1. Seminoles pick up the first down. That's Cam Akers again.
Where are you lining up?
Yeah, that's what it looks like on this play. 1st and 10. Blackman with time. Great catch and pass at the 38 to Auden Tate, who atones for that earlier drop. Boy, good touch on the ball, Rod, by James Blackman, a gain of 17.
He can spin it. Great protection, great comfort, great throw. I mean, face mask high, leading his guy to the sideline. He's looking very comfortable at that quarterback spot.
And Tate, of course, had the game-winning touchdown catch against Wake Forest a couple of weeks ago. And Blackman's first career win. Florida State comes in 2-3 today. Nowhere to go this time up the middle. That was Cam. Defense responds here today. They run it into the boundary with Cam Akers. Gets his shoulders squished.
Side guys.
Exactly.
Are they busting their tail to get to the ball?
Exactly. Where's the juice? Are you bringing the juice?
3rd down and 8. Blackman looking at Tate and then goes through his progression. Nowhere to go and sacked. So the much maligned Cardinal defense gets a sack out of one of the greatest comeback stories on that roster. Young with the sack.
Yeah, he's bringing the juice this time. He fights his way. Look at him crawl to get to Blackman to make that sack. That's the juice. That's the energy.
20 months of football before being able to come back onto the field. Logan Tyler with the punt, and this is going to be a good one. A little too good. 10 for Louisville from the 20. Little bootleg action has a man complete at the 23, and a nice tackle on Bonifant. Himself and his ability to lead. I'm not sure Bridgewater could run like that, though, like you said, Rod.
His performance from the pocket now.
Great point. Watson taking over as starter of the Houston Texans. 1st and 10. They run it into the boundary. Bonifant off that left tackle.
Crossed all those boxes off by the end of the year.
Yeah, no doubt. And we've seen that Jackson works hard at it as we face his 2nd down. You know, he's improved so much from last year as a passer. You know he works.
Kept it himself. Boy, he really sells those ball fakes. He would do great things at Louisville. Jackson all day. And overshot it.
Like he was on tippy toes. Watch him when he resets and watch how close his feet are together. Right now. See? Now you can't make an accurate throw. The base is too close together.
Sets up 2nd and 10. Ran into a wall, partially of his own men. Ame with the stop. And it'll be 3rd and long for Louisville.
Yeah, Jonesy, this is a defense that features 4 very likely 1st-round picks. Ame's not one of them. He gets in and makes that play, but you're talking about Sweat, Noddy, McFadden, and James. Make an impact to make a difference.
Jackson under duress and sacked back at the 37-yard line by Josh Sweat. One of those guys you were talking about, along with Derwin James, in on the sack.
Yeah, he's an impact player. And if you're not using him in the middle of the field to create, you're wasting him. They bring him this time on this play, and he gets in there. And that's using your impact.
Defense. He eliminates all mistakes. All the way back at the 7, it's McFadden. And Muir. 1st down and 10 for the Seminoles. To the left side, this is Amir Rasul as we go back to Adnan. Auden Tate in motion. Blackman and Veldt in 11. Blackman hands it off to Jacquez Patrick. Puts his shoulder down, but he's pushed out of bounds. Rod, this is Russ East punting from his own 7. A line drive spiral. Back at the 32. Orange going again. 1st and 10 from the 21. Bonifon staying on his feet. Out to the 25.
3 carries, 60 yards, slowed since then.
And that's a demonstration. They fumbled it. Jackson put it on the ground. Seminoles have it. Room service, touchdown. Matthew Thomas.
Rolling on the field. Fumble.
Jones, it was Kando, the freshman who made a play earlier on the zone read, coming down and taking a big hit on Jackson, and Jackson just loses the ball. It squirts out. Thomas picks it up, but it was all about Kando coming down faster than Jackson expected and strips him of the ball. Now, any chance his knee was down?
They're looking to see, they're reviewing the play to see if his knee was down first, but it appeared as if that ball really literally popped out of there.
It popped out, but it popped out after a while. Now, they look at every play. So if they haven't stopped it, they've already determined that his knee is not down.
Aguayo with the extra point, and it's good. Thomas with a 34-yard. Mark Jones chopping it up with Rod Gilmore and Quint Kessenich in a pivotal ACC game. Florida State trying to even its record overall to 500. Out of the backfield, complete. Nice alley out to the 35-yard line by Bonifon.
They're playing well in the first half.
From the 34. It's going to be a first down. Williams.
Well, when you play a lot of man coverage and blitz a lot, it's hard to get takeaways.
This time, enough time for Jackson. Williams out of... So much talent has come through the gates here in Oak Campbell Stadium. Jackson shovels it ahead. Boy, what...
Get it there. You just got to get it there.
Got it there for the first down. 6-yard gain on the play. Got a whole bag of tricks. This one a little more conventional, down to the 37-yard line. Caught. Jackson under duress and sacked back at the 40. Jackson surely going to locate where Derwin James is, and vice versa after the loss of 4. Jackson one-on-one, incomplete. And a flag thrown as Levante Taylor was stride for stride a little too aggressively on Seth Dawkins.
Got to be a little sneakier.
Defense number 1. 15-yard penalty. First down.
By sneaky, you mean what?
Well, you can't have that left hand up at the shoulder pad. Watch him at the end here. This is going to be seen. See that left hand? That's up high. You will get flagged for that every time.
He's mentioned a couple. First and 10. Second and 10. Jackson into the end zone.
Are you kidding me?
Touchdown! He comes right back to Dawkins.
Are you kidding me?
How do you like me now?
How quickly did he forget about that bad throw? Watch the flick of the wrist. We've talked about it. The Michael Vick little flick. Give it some air. Lead your guy right to the flag. What a throw.
You talk about touch.
Oh, my.
Dropped it in over the head of the DB, Kyle Myers, who was with Dawkins stride for stride.
That thing fell out of the sky.
Well, Rod, you can say this for just haven't been paying attention. And this one will come back out to the 25-yard line. First and 10. Adnan.
Truth, the month of truth for Penn State.
Jaquez Patrick in the backfield beside James Blackman. They set up the screen. Well executed. Patrick. Boy, you talk about yards after contact, which...
At the 405 yet?
Hey, maybe half of that, if I'm lucky on a good day. Blackman overthrows his...
Not getting out of bounds and not using a timeout.
Well, Ricky Aguayo has 53-yard field goal range. And enough for the first down at the third.
And your timeouts.
Don't want to overload the quarterback. too much. And he gets picked off in midfield. Jermaine Washington. And he picks up a wave of blockers. Brought down at the 29-yard line. Enough time for the field goal unit to get onto the field for Louisville. Just as you were saying.
Yeah, bad throw, Q. I thought that after they ran the ball the last play, they were simply going to take it in at halftime. Didn't look like they were trying to run 2-minute drill. But this is a throw that gets beyond the tight end, Izzo. And Washington is just the recipient of a gift that comes right to him.
To capitalize on the pick. And he pushed it to the right. And that's going to be the end of the first half of play, as Louisville squanders an opportunity to get 3 points off the interception late in the first half. 14's on the board. Tough pick by Blackman a moment ago as we head to the studio for our halftime report.
Had to do, and it's been good to see them bounce back that way.
Yeah, they've really atoned from a week ago against Boston College in a stunning home loss, a game in which they were heavily favored in. Seminoles will receive the kick to start the second half here. 2 yards deep. And it's going to come out to the 25-yard line. James takes the knee. Quint, you'd think it's hot down there or something. Quint, it's only 83. This is like winter in Florida for us. Jaquez Patrick in the backfield takes it on 1st and 10. Man, he moves some bodies down there, Q. Come on, man. You're better than that.
Spicy.
Whoa. What'd you call that? A Terminator?
Yeah.
Terminator. Man, I got to get one of those for when I'm cutting my lawn. Seminoles run it close to the first down. And
yeah, it looks like a wrestling headgear.
1.5 for me.
Their training staff was kind of going a little nuts in terms of keeping those babies frozen.
Third down and
spare me one.
3rd and 1. 4 quarterbacks in the NFL over the last decade. Pass complete to Auden Tate. And Tate tackled at the 46. So Rod. Cam Akers in the backfield dotting the I. A lead blocker out in front of him. And that Louisville deep. A little counter. First down run by Cam Akers into Louisville territory at the 47-yard line. Mencho with a nice
thing like that to make sure he's not a sitting duck on a 2nd and long situation.
First down and 10. Blackman drops back. Auden Tate juggles it, then catches it, and carries his defender. Man, 1 and 10. Blackman trying to escape. And ducks at the...
Came here to get to the league. You want the NFL. Well, they're looking at your tape. You play well, it'll help the team.
Florida State team trying to get to 500 today. Nice cut north-south by Cam Akers. 3 yards to go on the 10th play of the drive. Blackman overthrows his receiver and almost intercepted. Aguayo pushes it to the right.
An impact, and Louisville is trying to find him every single play.
Well, he's been winning most of the battles since the 2nd quarter. Jackson runs it out to the 33. Matthew Thomas on the stop.
Q, you know.
Jackson keeps it on the run out to the 37-yard line.
They've been typical this year. They've had a lot of big plays.
3rd and 1. Bonifon on the fake. Jackson keeps it and picks up the first down at the 40-yard line. You know, when you're our 6...
Just because he's back there, that doesn't mean he'll stay back there. They'll bring him up on run support once the play begins.
Jackson, given time, now one-on-one, and he usually wins those. He put the sauce on the Seminoles. Jackson down the sideline, still on his feet. The Magic Man down to the 8-yard.
Taller, right-handed Michael Vick, and a better passer at this stage than Vick was at Virginia Tech.
Vick has been showing him a lot of love on social media. 1st and goal, they hand it off. Bonifon just barely tripped up a yard short by Derwin James on a touchdown-saving tackle by James.
Yeah, they had James in the middle of the field, prepared for anything, and watch James come across. A little late getting here. He doesn't make this tackle. That is 6. But at the point of attack, nobody in Bonafin's way.
Well, Bonafin's a big dude too at 6'3". 2nd and goal. Bonifin again. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take the lead.
Just an inside, straight-ahead dive. We talked about the former quarterback learning to finish runs, running behind his pads, down low, not worrying about being 6'3", making himself smaller and harder to hit.
Talk about selflessness. That guy has played every position almost on offense for Louisville. His 4th rushing touchdown of the season, the 9th of his career. And the Cardinals take a Terminator. They're trying to put the Seminoles on ice right now. 7:04 to go. It's going to come out to the 25-yard line. And like you said, Deshaun Watson doing what he's doing, making it perhaps a little bit easier for Jackson and guys like him. Blackman downfield. Picked off at the 30-yard line by Washington. And Tremaine Washington with his 2nd interception of the season. And Louisville right back in business.
He took it away. Washington took it away. The ball was a little bit underthrown. Watch him go get it at the highest point. Now, this is about a defense that was maligned last week. Look at him go up and take that away.
Look back at the last minute, Rod.
This is great. They're playing with some juice. He never quits, never gets up.
Defense that gave up 45 last week at home against Boston College. Certainly atoning and responding here this afternoon. 1st and 10. Bonifin brought down after a gain of 1. Adnan. Cardinals trying to capitalize after that interception a moment ago. The 2nd of the day, by the way, by Tremaine Washington.
That last drive, Jackson ran for 67 of the 69 yards.
Little run pass option through the hole in a blink, and another 1st down.
When they can run it inside and then get Jackson to the perimeter, it'll be really dangerous.
Looking to pass this time. Going up top. Caught, but out of. And the Seminoles came here today to Doak Campbell Stadium looking for a little payback, a little get back. Had him right there. Hand it off down to the 25. That's Williams on the carry. Brunt might have about recruiting him as a non-quarterback. He hands it off this time to his tailback Williams. On the move. Touchdown Cardinals! For a guy that is just coming back from an ACL injury in April, Williams with the touchdown run.
Yeah, just a little counter. They pull the guard. They get the running back, Bonifin, out there. They have 2 blockers ahead of him. And Florida State outnumbered on the short side of the field. It's an easy walk into the end zone.
And a great comeback story there for Williams, who, as I mentioned, you look at May, June, July, August, September, just 6 months ago, 5 months ago, he was still coming back from that. Louisville on a roll right now, leading by 14. On the return, this is Amir Rasul, one of the fastest players on that Seminole roster, out to the 25, and back to Blackman. 3 interceptions today. And the Cardinals have capitalized off those turnovers. They run it this time, a gain of 4 by Cam.
Really make these drives work.
I want to correct myself. It's actually 2 interceptions he's thrown today. Hands it off. This is Cam Akers. You start thinking about bowl eligibility if you're Florida State. And this one goes sideways today. Blackman completes it for the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going to stay patient and run the ball. Good cut by Patrick. And Patrick picks up another Seminole 1st down. Time for...
Ponder was a true freshman.
Charlie Ward, did he start as a true freshman?
No.
I know it wasn't Chris Wenke. He came here as a 26-year-old. Cam Akers on the run. There's a flag down on the play. Oh, man, I'm starting to panic. When was the last time? I wonder if Q's got the answer.
Offense number 81, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Let's take a look at the ass. Winning. Little movement by Young, but he got back onside. Well executed pass out of the backfield and the completion, first down to
Him, bring a little pressure from the field, something to put some pressure on Blackman.
Trying to get that true freshman off his mark. They fake the jet sweep. Blackman is going to be blocked in the backfield. That's Auden Tate in motion to the bottom of your screen. They're going to run the ball to Akers, and Akers
said a lack of depth in the youngster. They don't want to use him in the run game, and that would be perfect for them now.
He had some clutch plays in the last 2 weeks going back to Miami. The pass caught and a clutch delivery again. This one to Auden Tate. So James Blackman stood in there, Rod, and put some good touch on that ball.
Yeah, and he got some help from Tate. Watch Tate go up and get this. He knows how critical this is. Ball a little bit behind him. He goes up and gets it. I mean, that's helping out your young quarterback.
Catch against Wake Forest a couple of games ago. Under 30 seconds to go in the third. And hand it off to Patrick. He breaks a couple of tackles down to the 31. Second and 8 for the Seminoles. Blackman open at the 24-yard line. Pass complete down to the 15. Coming up for Blackman. Backs are working out of the eye. Good cutback, but nowhere to go for Jacquez Patrick. We talked
back. That's all it's about.
Peter Sermons, the defensive coordinator for Louisville, has his team lit. Blackman into the end zone. And Florida State, Jimbo Fisher, a little bit panicked right now.
Don't throw it in there, Jonesy.
How come?
Dark and full of terror in the middle of the field.
They bring a little pressure. Blackman picks it up. A tipping point of the game for Florida State right here with 13:34 to go in the fourth. Blackman under heat. Incomplete. The Cardinals take over on downs, but there's a flag down back at the 28, so hold on.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 99 defense.
Wow. So Florida State bailed out by roughing the passer call against James Hearns, number 99.
Yeah, the fifth-year senior, a little excited, a little extracurricular at the end. Already had the play made, and Florida State gets a new life.
Wow. Roughing the passer, number 99 on the defense.
Can't drive him in the, let him go.
Half a distance to the goal.
Slams him in.
Down.
Wow. You get 2 steps. Yeah, they're going to flag you.
First and goal from the 8-yard line. They run it. Patrick came loose.
Murray's got it.
Recover. Touchdown. Wow. What a bounce. Murray recovered the loose ball for the score.
That's a hustle play by Murray.
Ball was fumbled from the field of play into the end
Murray
zone.
has nothing to do, no block out there. He's just looking around, and he's helping out. Hasn't given up on the play. Uses his quickness to beat Young to the ball.
It took a very propitious pounce for Florida State.
Well, you saw that Patrick was trying to gather the ball to reach it over and lost it. Roughing the passer when he was in the grass, no shaking.
Right, it appeared that Hearns actually let him down on the ground easily and eased him down to the turf. And Samuel brought down shot. Let's see what Lamar Jackson's answer is going to be here. Hands it off.
How do you get him involved? How do you help him make a play?
Jackson out to the 24-yard. He's number 3 on that Seminoles defense.
He's just hovering right here. He's got a two-way go. He can go after the quarterback, or if he fills it inside, he can get back and play pass.
He's their Swiss Army knife. Jackson kept it, and he's going to be stopped up short of the first down. Back deep for Florida State at his own 34. This is Mason King, former walk-on, put on scholarship, and now one of the captains for Louisville. McFadden on the run. Great sidestep and makes it out to the 42-yard line. A 10-yard return, but there's a flag down on the far side of the field. There's a flag down on the far side of the field as McFadden had a sweet move putting his foot in the ground on the 40-yard punt. Here's the call.
During the return, holding receiving team number 56. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Another great all-around performance for him. But right now it's his counterpart, James Blackman. 1st and 10 for the Seminoles. Throwing the deep out, and what a beautiful pass. Complete. Near midfield at the 48-yard line to Murray.
Smart call. Keep him out of the middle of the field. Let him use Murray outside. Murray's having a good game. He runs the corner route from the slot very well. Good protection on first down. Keep him out of the middle of the field where there's danger and let him throw to the sideline.
Murray was the guy that gathered the loot at the bottom of your screen. Blackman given time, but off them
today. This is when Louisville should heat him up a little bit.
And off to Patrick. Patrick over that pivotal 3rd and 4. They run it to the wide side of the field. Akers got a little room and got loose for the first down. And Akers feeling like one perhaps that got away from him.
Yeah, turf monster. He made a cut and he saw daylight. He turns this thing up and he figures he's on his way. Little turf monster guy.
And he'll reach up from the ground. Florida State trying to even its record at 3-3. One-on-one on the edge. The pass complete. And another first down on 1st and 10. Blackman, one-on-one. Caught! Touchdown Seminoles! Murray again.
He's incredibly athletic, a guy who does cartwheels and anything else you want as a gymnast. He's got press coverage. He just beats his man off the line of scrimmage. Washington's had 2 picks today, but Murray gets separation, and Blackman gave him a chance, floating the ball up there.
We talked just a moment ago about the 4th quarter. Back in Tallahassee, knotted at 28. Florida State rallying from down 14 points as we go. This crowd suddenly alive. Jackson keeps it.
He's throwing the ball down the field. That hasn't happened in the second half.
Jackson sacked. A loss on the play. Josh Sweat.
And that's why. He is one of the 4 guys on that defense likely to be a first-round pick. He's an excellent pass rusher. He's explosive, beats his man easily, and there's a sack. He has had a number of tackles today. He's been disruptive. That is his 7th tackle of the afternoon.
Yeah, one of their top pass rushers as well. Jackson throws a completion at the 45, another first down. Jalen game to move the chains on 3rd down. 1st down and 10 now. Bonifon behind Lamar Jackson. They run a little option. Bonifon on the toss. Into Seminole Torino, going into his little bag. 2nd and 5. Bonifon takes the handoff. And brought down for a first down at your opponent on his back.
Simple game. The essence of the game is putting the other man on his back against his will.
Jackson keeps it. Nice little stutter step in
field, but no one talks about Jackson.
They need to. Going up top, has a man. Incomplete. Through the...
It's all mutual.
He was holding him like a grudge. That's Bonifon, the first man through. 4th and 1.
It's all about Jackson.
Oh, it's going to be close. Not sure that he
not
got
getting
it.
there.
That was Bonifon, who never got downhill.
How do you not give the ball to Jackson?
He's your playmaker. And James Blackman with another opportunity here in consecutive weeks to pull one out for the Seminoles. Freezing yourself, overthinking it. 2nd and 4. This is Akers. Nice cutback. Boy, he ran over a couple of...
Afternoon and evening lined up for you.
1st down and 10. Auden Tate back in the ball game. We saw him limp off on the last series. Blackman for Tate. See what they do here on 2nd and 10. 2-by-1 formation with the receivers. Tate to the bottom of your screen. Out of the backfield, wide open. This is Patrick, runs for 1st down.
Stick on the officials. He thought it was an illegal man downfield. You see the Seminoles lineman, I believe it was 54, released and was in front of the receiver. And I think the receiver caught that over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he did, Q. You're right.
1st and 10. Blackman still on his feet. Down to the 22. And well within. True freshman quarterback cannot be overstated. Fumbled it, put it on the ground, and a cataclysmic, catastrophic turnover for Blackman and the Seminoles. That'll bring it to your knees.
You know, the quarterback design stuff is not a lot of what they've done. They needed it in the 4th quarter. They saved it. They used it here. They got a big run. Now watch, you got to read this. They don't do this a lot. So pulling it out, trying to read that in is an issue for Blackman. It's not something he does every day in practice over and over again. That's not part of their game.
Famarua there to pounce on the loose ball. Jackson losing streak. See if they can capitalize on that turnover. Jackson hands it off. Bonifon in the clear and tripped up near midfield at the 49 by Trey. 48 yards. 1st and 10. Jackson pulls it down.
But you'd have a shot if you're Louisville.
Jackson taking a shot one-on-one. Incomplete. You're right. 3rd and 1.
And if anybody touches this ball but Jackson, there's something wrong.
He keeps it. Got a 1st down and then some. Jackson brought down. Jackson completes it inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line.
Defense. And Jackson owned them.
This might be the last play before they attempt the field goal.
They'll give him a straight-on shot, use that timeout.
Well, Jackson probably keep it himself and go. He's 9 of 10 on the season. For the lead. No doubt. 5 seconds to go. And the Florida State Seminoles going to pray for a miracle finish here. Anything short of one, looking to snap that 2-game losing streak. Last year they won 63-20. This one much more competitive, and Blackman looking for a last gasp effort, and